Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championship.
Stephen, congratulations. Fairly comfortable up until the end where it got a little bit jittery towards the end. What do you put that down to? Because that just marred a little bit of a great performance there.
Yeah, just a bit of complacency, to be honest. I felt great throughout the game. Felt in control, and yeah, I was just eager to get over the line, to be honest, and that put a bit of pressure on myself. I know I can't do that again, but listen, you can afford to do that in a game when you're 5-1 up, but you can't do it in a game tomorrow when you're playing Michael Van Gerwen.
Does it make it worse when all the other PDC players have won and you're going on last?
Of course it does. All eyes are on me then, aren't they? No one wants to lose, especially when everyone else has won. So yeah, I knew that, but I also knew that I wanted to put a performance in. I felt like I played well in most patches of the game, and yeah, like you said, I was just a bit hesitant to get over the line, but I'm happy with the win.
I know performances at the back end of last season were good, but they didn't convert to results necessarily. How keen are you to put that right at the beginning of this year and turn those performances into good results?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that went on that people didn't see. I'm not one to make excuses, so I kept them to myself. But I feel fresh. I feel great going into this season. Like you said, that was just a bit of a weird game. Really looking forward to this season back in the Premier League. That's a massive confidence builder in itself, and I'm still well number 7. I know I've dropped a few places, but listen, there's targets there to get back into that top 4. I know what I need to do. I know I need to work hard, and I'm doing different things behind the scene that is going to make me more healthier and fitter. And yeah, I believe that that's going to take me back up to the top 4.
Did you get caught up in the rankings too much towards the end of last season, worrying about who was chasing? But I know you wouldn't say it at the time, but looking back now, did you get caught up in that too much?
Yeah, 100%. Let the others worry about that top 4 spot. I worried about it for 9 months of the year, and it really not just affected me on the hockey, it affected me off the hockey as well. I was looking at the rankings every single day, and yeah, listen, I know how good I am, but I need to stay away from the rankings and just concentrate on my game. I'm one of the best players in the world, like I said, and I need to focus on darts rather than focus on earnings, money, rankings, and all stuff like that. I've got a wonderful family at home as well that I can't wait to get home and see. So yeah, I'm part of the World Series. I'm enjoying it. I'm in the Premier League, which is unbelievable, and I'm going to play in every single TV tournament as well, which is exceptional. And I've still got a lot of years and there's a lot of performances to give to this world of darts.
Yes, Stephen, congratulations.
Thank you.
Stephen, congratulations on that win. Just talk me through finding out about that Premier League place, because we spoke to Nathan and said that you got a text at I think about 3:15 on the plane, and he got one 6 minutes later, and he wanted to jump off the plane, whereas you was absolutely over the moon. So just talk me through finding out that close to the official announcement.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I'm a bit disappointed that people thought it was between me and Nathan. To be honest, I believe I deserve to be in. I'm well number 7. I had a great year last year. I won 6 tournaments. I was in 10 finals, I believe. And yeah, it's one of them. I've got a great fan base. I've got a great walk on. People don't talk about the walk ons, but I honestly believe I deserve to be in there. I'm gonna show everyone that I deserve to be in there. It really killed me when I played 11 years ago and then got dropped out of the Premier League. And it affected me, the rest of my career, to be honest. 2, 3 years after that, I was down in the dumps and literally looking to pack in. And I'm just thankful that the PDC seen the opportunity to put me in. And yeah, I'm grateful. And I'm going to repay their faith with great performances and a lot of wins, I hope.
You talk about repaying the faith that the PDC has shown in you. Is there more pressure after the campaign that you had last year, but also people suggested that maybe you was fortunate to be in the Premier League to actually show them that you do deserve the spot and you deserve to be part of that elite lineup of only 8 players?
I think the pressure's off, to be honest. I mean, I lost the first 8 last year, so that ain't going to happen this year. I can assure you of that. Listen, like I said, I'm working hard behind the scenes. I know I'm still well number 7. I had a really good year, albeit away from the major tournaments, and it's my aim this year to make sure the major tournaments are my ultimate focus. I'm going to give me all to the tour. I'm going to pull back a bit from some exhibitions and make sure I'm fresh for the tour. And yeah, like I said, it was new to me again. It was like being back in a new school, but the Premier League means everything to me. And I want to play in that for the rest of my days while I'm a professional player. But we'll see what happens. But I'm willing to put the work in. I'm going to work hard, and I'm really looking forward to it.
How much of a different approach will we see from Stephen Bunting this year? I know that you already mentioned that you're not going to look at the rankings as much. At the World Championship, you're saying that you're maybe not going to look at social media as much as well. Is that something going to be the same moving forward to try and get your mindset on darts and try and have that to just focus when you're up on the hockey?
Yeah, of course. And I've already in the background had people looking after my social media anyway, so I very rarely see the negatives. Obviously, I've seen the stuff with people saying stuff against Toby, which really did get me down a bit. But listen, that People's Champion stuff was maybe a mistake, but that was a statement made regarding what Sky had built me up to be and ITV and everyone else. And it was a tongue-in-cheek comment, a bit of a laugh. But at the end of the day, I'll never mention that ever again. It's all about what I do on the hockey now, performances. Like I said, when we was in the Wales, I believe we've got one of the greatest fan bases in the world. You've seen it tonight as well. I seen it yesterday when they were doing the draw and the cheers I got over here in Bahrain. And yeah, it's really important to me that I'm able to give something back, not just to myself, my family, my sponsors and management, but to the fans as well, because they're a massive part of what I'm able to do.
Appreciate your time, Stephen. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Stephen, congratulations on the win there. When you talk about doing a lot behind the scenes, getting healthy and whatnot, can you just let us in on exactly what you are doing?
No, because I don't want to give anyone else the ammunition to see what I'm doing. I believe I'm feeling fitter, more awake, and I feel really good coming onto the hockey now. I've lost a bit of timber, and just keep doing that behind the scenes. I've got a great mental team behind me. I've got a great, I've always said it, great management, great sponsorship, great fans, great family, and they're pushing me to go all the way, all the time. And yeah, without them, I'd probably have packed in a long time ago. But their faith in me keeps me going.
So, in regards to your decision, for example, to stop checking the social media as much, is that something you went through with any other players or with the mental team you got behind you, or was that just a decision you made for yourself based off what happened at the World?
No, it's been conscious for probably the last 2 years, to be honest. I've had a team in place for the last few years. Obviously, people picked up on some of the negative comments and said, "Oh, I should have a team there," but the team is already in place. Obviously, you're always going to see a few negative comments leak through. But for me, I just need to keep doing what I'm doing on the hockey, keep performing to the best of my ability, and those negative comments don't really affect me because they'll just bounce off because I'm bulletproof.
Best luck for the rest.
Thank you.
Hi, Stephen.
Hello.
Well played tonight. On the Premier League, how confident were you that you would get picked then?
Yeah, I was confident up until not getting a text till the last 27 minutes or whatever it was. Yeah, I felt like I said, I felt like I deserved to be in. But listen, you never know what happens. There was so many fantastic players. There was runs to semis and quarterfinals off players that boosted them up the rankings, and obviously the Wales now is elevated with the prize money, so that was always going to happen. I knew I needed a good run in the Wales, and unfortunately, James Huddle had a fantastic game against me, and it just wasn't to be. But listen, it wasn't for lack of trying. I was well number 4 for I think 9, 10 months of the year. I think PDC see how well I played on the World Series and stuff like that, and I'm still number 7 in the world. So yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I don't care about any chat now whether I should be in or shouldn't be in. It's down to me to perform, and yeah, I'm going to work really hard, like I said, behind the scenes and on the practice board, and make sure that you see and everyone sees the best version of Stephen Bunting.
What did you learn from playing in it last year? And obviously you had a tough experience that you'll take into this year.
Don't lose the first 8 games.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, it was a tough start, obviously, but you bounced back and you did win that night. So you definitely salvaged some pride, do you feel?
Yeah, of course, and I could play the first 8 games again and play them performances and win 8 quite easily. I felt like I played 8. My performances were really good. I know I've got the level to win any game, but obviously when you're playing Premier League last year, it was different. I'd not played in it for 10 years, so to play in front of them crowds, which we're not used to week in, week out, was a bit daunting. This year, I know exactly what to expect. I've literally played there a few months ago, and yeah, I'm eager and raring to go. Can't wait. I've got a big year ahead of me, and I know what I need to do to not just to perform in the Premier League, but to perform in general.
Yeah. Did it? How different did it feel then? I mean, that's a big gap, 10 years between Premier League appearances. What were the main differences? Did you feel?
I think the only way I can describe it is when you start a new school and you go to school and you're a bit nervous, you don't know what to expect, you're turning up and you're like, your friends and stuff. Oh, obviously the lads were all great with me, but yeah, it was, you're walking in venues, instead of playing in front of 3,000 what we used to, we're playing in front of the 10, 12. So it's a big difference. The noise, the walk on was really emotional for the first, I think, probably 6, 7 weeks, which I needed to get used to. But once I got used to it, I felt, like I said, I felt like my performances were good. I really enjoyed the Premier League, and I'm glad that the selectors have seen it upon themselves to put me back in. And yeah, I feel like I've got to repay them with great performances, and hopefully I can win more than one this year.
Great stuff. Thanks a lot, Stephen. Good luck with everything.
Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championship.
To change your